If you are to approve a Teams approvals process, you have two options in order to do that. The first, and probably the easiest, is to actually use your Teams account that it was sent to. Again, in order to get this Approvals tab, you need to click on the three dots, search for Approvals, click on it, and then right-click and click on Pin. That will keep your document, your icon here in the bar, just in case you click off of the approval and you come back to it later and you can't find it. And so that's where it is. When you are sent an approval, you will get a notification in the bottom corner that you will be able to click on if you are using the Teams app. In addition, you will receive an email. And so in just a minute, there's the approvals request. I received this here. If I click on it, it'll take me to the approvals tab. But as I mentioned, if you click away, you have some other chat come up and you can't find it again, just simply go back to approvals. If you've created the icon down here, make sure you're under received, not sent, and you should have a requested one here at the top. That should be the newest one. Under that, you will be able to choose through and look through the information. Click on the document. If for some reason this is not giving you immediate access, it may ask you to log into SharePoint. If you still cannot get it, it may ask you to request permission to view the document. I don't anticipate that happening, but if you have a new team member who didn't get added to the academic advising community team, it may give you a bit of a hiccup there. You can simply just email me and by clicking request, and it'll let me know. It's going to tell you who is requesting it. If you need to, you can create some comments here to ask the person more information. And you can, in this particular case, I'm not sure 100% if it actually notifies the requested person. I believe it should, but that would be something to go back and try out once we get this running completely. When you're looking at the documentation, if you decide that this person should not declare into this major, for example, they are doing accountancy and would be better suited for pre-business or something of the sort, they don't meet the GPA requirements. If you are validating that information and double checking it, then you can simply click approve or reject. Now, before I do that, I do want to show you that this actually will come through in your email as well, just in case you are not using Teams as much as others are. And so let me pull that up. At first, these emails are going to go into your other folder within Microsoft. You want to right click on it and say always move to focused. That should keep the Microsoft Flow emails coming into your main email so that you're getting those notifications. And in here, I can see the same information. It links me to it again, and it gives me the option to approve or reject from here. It doesn't matter if I do it in Teams or in my email, it works the same. So in this particular case, let's say you reject it. You can enter comments, or you can click reject here, also enter comments. For example, doesn't meet the GPA requirement, reject. What that's going to do is then send a response out to the person who originally sent out the request. It's going to give them a notification like it just did for me, and up here I can see that I have received this rejection. What it tells me is final status rejected. I can scroll down, doesn't meet the GPA requirement. So I do see those comments whenever it's put in for approval or rejection. It will also send an email. So I received an email that says Eddie Cougar was not approved to declare. Please see the summary below, and if necessary, reach out to the party who rejected the declaration if done in error. It says the approver, Caleb, response reject, and it tells me when. And so it doesn't have the comment in here, but I would then know to go back to Teams and I can double check if there are any comments, or I can reach out to whoever rejected it. It's important to note that if they're doing two different majors, you can't approve one and reject the other. So if they're double majoring, you have to reject the entire thing. It'll just reject, and that could go for anybody. So let's say they have a CAS major, and then they have a secondary business major, okay? Two different degrees and going to two different offices. CAS may approve it, but business denies it. In that case, they're denied for both. And whoever created this would then go back and simply just put CAS as a major, or talk about why they can't do the double major, for example. So that is what an approver will do. Simply get the information, verify it, should that be the process, and then approve or deny.